Everyone thinks that cultural shock in the UK is all about tea, rain, driving on the left side, and the funny accent. But that's all nonsense. The real differences, the ones that truly shock foreigners, are the ones no one talks about. And the most interesting part, many of these features are directly related to human rights, freedom, and personal boundaries. That's why refugees from all over the world are drawn here, because here you can be yourself without fear and restrictions. Today, I'll go through the most unexpected cultural contrasts in the UK, from the lighter ones to those that really made my jaw drop. The last point will really surprise you, so make sure you watch until the end. Let's start with the softest feature, tolerance. In the UK, people look however they want. Green hair, piercings, loud tattoos, bizarre outfits, no one cares. No one will discuss it, secretly film you, whisper behind your back, or shame you. In some countries, people can be fired, arrested, beaten, or put under surveillance for their appearance. Here, you're just a person, and no one thinks it's normal to control how you look. The second thing that stands out to everyone who arrives in the UK is that no one ever cuts in line. Ever. Even if the queue is huge, even if it's raining, even if someone has a train to catch in 3 minutes, no one will try to sneak in. And if you do try, let's just say, you won't be humiliated, no one will yell at you, but you will definitely get a look that makes you realize what you've done. For many foreigners, this is cultural shock because in many countries the rule is simple, the faster the better. But here, waiting in line is about respect. Respect for other people and their time. And if you want to blend into the local culture, just don't break this unspoken rule. The third feature, British politeness. This one completely confuses many foreigners. Because in the UK, thank you is like a period at the end of a sentence. You say something, thank you. They say something, thank you. You get off the bus, you say thank you to the driver says thank you back to you. And the phrase "you alright" isn't about your health. You don't need to explain that your back hurts, your soul is weary, and your fate is uncertain. It's just the local version of hello. And if you start giving a detailed response, the person might pause slightly because that's definitely not what they expected. And this politeness is not fake, it's just part of British life. Here, it's not customary to push, yell, humiliate, or put someone in their place. In countries where human rights are violated, politeness is often seen as weakness. In the UK, it's seen as respect. The fourth feature, work culture. And this is where many foreigners' brains literally explode. Because in the UK, work is not about slavery. You can't yell at employees. You can't humiliate them. You can't make them stay after hours for just a bit more. This is not just bad, it's illegal. Overtime here is punished, not the worker. People leave exactly when their shift ends, and that's normal. No one will give you a sideways look. No one will say, "What, are you not a man?" And now imagine a person coming from a country where a boss can yell at you, humiliate you, delay your salary, and no one would even think of protecting the worker. Where people grind 12 to 14 hours a day, no days off, no contracts, no insurance. This is especially true for those who worked in harsh conditions, like in India, for example, dirty construction sites, night shifts, zero respect. And then this same person arrives in the UK, where a manager has no right to raise their voice or keep you after your shift, where overtime is paid and complaints are actually taken seriously. The contrast is so huge that something inside you just clicks. Yes, this is where I want to live, not there. And it is important to understand, human rights violations, not just at work, but also in daily life, are exactly what forces many people to pursue asylum. For them, it is not a whim, but a necessity. And if you are currently going through this process or considering it, keep in mind, an expert report can become a key testimony in your case. Since March 2022, we, a team consisting of more than 20 experts, have been creating expert reports for asylum applicants. Our expertise covers all key regions of the world, including Africa, Asia, Latin America, Eastern Europe, and the Middle East. Our expert reports are regularly commissioned by major law firms to help the court and authorities explain the specific country context of human rights violations in the applicant's country of origin who are applying for asylum in the US, UK, Canada, and EU countries. The link on our website is in the description. But let's return to cultural differences. The fifth point, silence in public transport. In the subway, buses, trains, no one makes noise. People speak in hushed tones, don't play music on loudspeakers, don't discuss work calls for the whole carriage. Even if you're riding during rush hour, sometimes the level of silence is so high you can hear pages of a book turning. And if you accidentally speak louder than usual, no one will yell at you or scold you. But you'll feel a couple of very calm, polite, yet extremely eloquent British glances. If you didn't know about this, support the video with a like. This way, I'll know that you enjoy these kinds of breakdowns. The sixth point, this is the one that shocked me the most when I arrived in London. What I saw with my own eyes literally shattered my understanding of what freedom can look like in everyday life. In the UK, people live as they wish. Imagine this scene. A guy with green hair and eyebrow piercings walks into a bank for work. A woman in pajamas casually shops for groceries in a supermarket. A man in a skirt waits for a bus and no one even looks twice at him. An elderly couple dances in the park to loud 80s music and people smile, not judge. And there I am, like a typical immigrant. Is this allowed? And nobody's going to come up and say, "What's wrong with you?" Here, no one cares what you look like, what you're wearing, what color your hair is, what your orientation, religion, or nationality is. You're just accepted as a person. The contrast with closed and authoritarian countries is shocking. In London, I felt for the first time what true freedom is. It's the space around you that no one tries to control. And that's one of the deciding factors why I stayed in the UK. When you see how people live without fear of being different, you realize that's how it should be in a normal society. And that's why the UK became the country that shocked me once and continues to shock me every day.